Good morning. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. Because I have class in a couple hours. And I don't know, I just really wanted to film one. Today I'm hoping to do kind of like a fun color look, maybe with some fun liner. I don't know. I've not done anything like that yet, although I keep meaning to. First thing I'm doing, I've already put on a moisturizer, but I also use this time to clean my piercings because I got some new ones. I got these saline swabs from Amazon, and they're really great if you're like lazy like me and don't want to, it's all right there, you just do it. Okay, I have other makeup brushes, but this is the only eyeshadow brush that is like immediately in my bag, and I just do not feel like going to find the others right now, so we're just gonna do it all with this brush. It's fine, it doesn't really matter, any brush will do. Okay, so I was thinking of doing, I've been wanting to do like a green color for a while. So I guess we'll do that. I don't have any other colorful palettes, so I am using the James Charles palette. It's here, I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna buy a new one. So okay, so while I'm doing this, I wanted to talk about something that I've been doing recently, and I deleted TikTok, and it's been a whole thing for me. So I first got TikTok in 2020 when quarantine happened. Probably like a lot of other people. I hadn't gotten it before then, and I didn't really like Vine. So I don't know, I really didn't think it was gonna be like my type of thing. And at that point I was still me. I still had my own tastes and like my own thoughts and things. So I really didn't think it would be that big of a deal. Like, I know if you're in your like 20s, or even if you're younger than that, I'm sure you've been told to go run over, like, don't let the media influence you, because the media will influence you and like corrupt your thoughts and like give you like low self-confidence and blah blah blah. And I was like, that hasn't happened to me yet, and I don't think it will, so I think I'm good. I think I just have an impenetrable brain, because it's not happened yet. Well, yeah, I really thought that just would not happen to me, couldn't happen to me, because it hadn't yet. And I downloaded TikTok, and at first it was fine. It was definitely, funny videos. It was a good way for me to find new animes to watch. There's a big like anime culture on there. Really helped me grow, like find more things to watch and get a lot more comfortable with that, because I love anime now. And that was fine. And then, I started like watching the things that I watch on YouTube on TikTok, which are makeup tutorials and, like fashion and what's my bag and stuff. And TikTok curates things for you, obviously. And so it just kind of took off from there. I started seeing a lot of things that I otherwise probably would have not looked up. And I definitely, at some point, I stopped having like my own thoughts and ideas about things. I stopped caring about the things that I actually like, especially when the that girl trend happened. I just completely lost myself. I became like a different version of myself. It was wackadoodle. I stopped listening to the music that I like. I didn't listen to music for like a year during the worst part of it, which is like up until recently. And I mean, I love music. I started playing guitar because I love music. I have 5 guitars, and like as somebody whose music is so important to them, and I just didn't listen to it because I didn't think that what I listen to is not what that girl would listen to. It's not like I told myself that subconsciously. Like, I actively told myself that. I didn't. It was more like it was a subconscious thing. Like, I just wasn't listening to my music because it didn't fit the aesthetic in my head that I was trying to, like, make for myself. So, this will look better when all the other makeup is on, I guess. I hope. And yeah, I mean, the style is cute. I mean, it's definitely like a clean, like Copenhagen, Denmark style, and that's fine. That's cool. But and I did learn some like makeup tricks, but like there were things that I was just obsessed with that I otherwise would not be obsessed with, like skincare. That is just not my, oh my god, my eyes watering. That's just not one of my things. That's cool if that's your thing, but I was like really forcing myself to be interested in it and like spending a lot of money. That's another big thing. I was spending so much money on all of this stuff. Oh my god, what's going on here? Yeah, just spending tons and tons of money on these things, and then they really do change so quickly. So there's really no point in spending money on them because the trends in that change so frequently. And yeah, I wasn't dressing like how I like actually like to dress. I wasn't doing makeup like how I actually like to do makeup. I wasn't listening to music that I like. I felt more pressure than I've ever felt to like be a certain way and look a certain way. And I go to a university, okay? And if you go to a university, it's kind of sad in some ways. I don't think everybody knows who they are. They've gotten to that point where they, figured out what they actually like, and that's fine. But I mean, just like 90% of all the people on college campus, all the girls, it's like a internal competition of who can do that girl better, because it's all the same. You go to a college campus right now, every girl is gonna have on the leggings, the yoga pants, the Hokas, the Uggs, the the vest, the puffy vest. They all, and they're cute. But when I was doing it, it was, she does it better than me, and I feel ugly now. That's just how it was. And that's probably how it is for a lot of other people. And it was always like, what can I do to make sure that this random person down the street will see me as objectively beautiful, objectively pretty? Whereas like, I don't even think about that people when I go down the street, except for the people that I actually like admire their style. And I'm talking about like alternative people. Those are the people who catch my eye in some way. You could be like really like spiritual hippie, you could be like goth, or the people who like really emulate anime styles. Those are the unique styles that catch my eye walking down the street, and I actually have the thought of like, wow, they look really cool. And if that's the whole point of that, then like, I'm not even doing that anyways. I'm not even trying to be this person that I actually think is cool. which seems so like shallow, and it kind of all is. But I mean, yeah, I wasn't somebody that I would have thought was cool walking down the street. I was somebody who I thought everybody else was cool walking down the street. And in terms of self-confidence, that was important because I was not being who I wanted to be. Yeah, and what kind of snapped me out of it is I was on TikTok in like a sleep delusion. I couldn't go to sleep one night. And I stumbled across a video of a girl with piercings, and I already love those videos anyways because I really like piercings. And I was like, I'm turning 22 and I've not gotten a single piercing, and I've not had to have permission to get piercings in nearly 4 years. And I've never done it. Okay, hang on, I gotta do this up. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know, I was just really it was just a really like upsetting revelation. And I was like, I don't have any piercings. I've always wanted piercings. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to a piercing shop like tomorrow and get some piercings. And I did. I got my nose pierced and I got my helix pierced, and I've been working on it ever since, but that's besides the point. I started thinking about it after I got it done, and I was like, the only reason I hadn't gotten piercings was because that was not what was because that wasn't what was trending. You know, like, it was TikTok. I had never gotten piercings because it was not a that girl thing to do. And because I just emulated so much of what I saw on TikTok. I was like, wow, this is that's messed up. It's really messed up. And I haven't had like an original thought about anything. My whole sense of style had become the that girl style, which is pretty, but it's not me, you know. And I didn't feel better because of it. It may not have been like such a big deal, but dressing like that just ended up making me feel worse in some ways, because then I was constantly comparing myself to all the other beautiful girls out there who, you know, are also skinnier than I am. And I don't know, I just felt really, I just like woke up. And then I deleted TikTok, and I've been off TikTok for like a month now. It's about to be April, so it'll be about 2 months. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't think I've felt better about myself in a long time, because like I have my own interests are starting to come back. I actually like have time now that I'm not scrolling to be interested in other things and to like learn things. I used to stay up and learn new songs on guitar, or I used to paint. I didn't do that for years because I was so distracted with social media. Oh my god. Jesus. Even school, I was so distracted. Like oh my god. To even like perform really well in school, I was so distracted from doing that. And I really was not being true to myself, and I felt really bad because of it. And now I listen to my music again, and I feel more confident in myself than I have felt in a really, really long time. And I just want to say, if that resonates with you at all, that you feel like you compare yourself to the girls walking down the street, say you are in school, and you compare yourself to them, you know, I never think that they like, oh, she looks ugly in that. It's more like she has like the better shoes than me. You know, she's got the vest, I don't have the vest, like her hair is perfect. But if you just find yourself comparing yourself to all these women, and also like maybe notice if you're spending gross amounts of money on these things like skincare and makeup even, and you don't actually like, previously you didn't really have an interest in that, maybe take a step back, you know, or, you know, even like, I don't know when like heavily tattooed, heavily pierced, you know, death metal, rock, goth, grunge, indie, I don't know when any of that is going to trend mainstream enough for your everyday person to be aware of that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Like, if those things had been trending, I would have felt a lot more comfortable, but I don't know if they will. And if those are things that you're interested in, you know, I'm just gonna broad scale alternative, then maybe think about it. Like, if you like those things, why are you not doing it? And I understand if you're in like a healthcare profession or something, where maybe that's not okay, but like, just think about it. Just take a step back and like, are you actually doing the things you enjoy? Are you actually becoming the person that you want to be? Or are you just emulating part of the internet where there are all these pretty successful people, and so it feels like that has to be you, you know? Just take a step back. I did learn some like good things from that phase in my life, but I feel much more comfortable now that I am growing out of it. And by learning, I guess I really just mean like I learned some good makeup things and some hair care things that I otherwise wouldn't have known about. But the issue was that it was like fundamentally like changing who I was, which is not okay. And I had become somebody that I just would not recognize. Not that they were a bad person, but they just weren't me. I just was not being myself. And like, that's part of why I've been feeling so uncomfortable, you know? I couldn't really figure out why. I'm like, I'm doing all the things, you know, like I've got the clothes, I'm doing the makeup, I'm doing the skincare. Why do I still feel like bad? Why do I still not feel pretty? Like, this is supposed to make me feel pretty, and I don't feel pretty yet. So like, what's going on? And it was that, just because that's not who I am. So covered in makeup. Anyways, so yeah, I deleted TikTok. I also managed to talk all my friends into deleting TikTok for very similar reasons. Because we had like a little powwow. And we were like, we don't even recognize ourselves, you know? And I have like another friend who's really into K-pop. She wasn't even listening to K-pop, and she's a huge stan. You know, it's really important thing for her. And she was even falling away from that because it's like just so distracted by like that girl TikTok culture. And also another thing I've noticed, not that this matters, because at this point I really do truly believe that like it comes down to how you feel about yourself, and if you're proud of yourself, you know, it doesn't matter what other people think. Like, it really doesn't matter what other people think, as long as you're confident and you can like feel the love for yourself, then I think you're good. But I will say I have never gotten so many compliments so routinely than when I started embodying this person that I feel that I am. Oh my god, this nose is like, you know, and I don't see people walking down the street that look like me every day, especially not like in my little town that I live in. At school, it's a little bit more common, but even then, I don't think people are there yet, which is fine. And I get a lot of compliments like on my outfit or on my makeup, or that they like really like the, you know, they're like, you look really cool, you look really like your style, which is nice, you know. I've never gotten those compliments before because I looked like everybody else, and that really isn't a problem. Like I said, if that is what you like, then perfect, then you should do it. But I have never been one to want to fit in. I'm just like putting like as much highlighter as I can get on my face. I've never been one who like wants to fit in with some of these things, and like for the longest time I really couldn't figure out like why I suddenly was, and that's, you know, not for my favorite part, mascara. I would wear falsies with like a look like this, but I wear glasses, and it's just really not that practical. So okay, there's the mascara. Almost forgot about lips. I think we're gonna do the Revlon for some reason. So I completely forgot to finish the end of that video, and I just realized it. So that's great. Yeah, thank you for watching. And I also wanted to say, like, if you look in my last video, I feel like even that is such a difference to this video, and just like everything as far as like the look. And this is really all just, it's really surface level look kind of thing in this scenario. But I mean, there are some deeper things, like I said, with the interests. I was definitely losing like who I was, and all my time was spent pretty much obsessing over how to be that girl instead of like things that actually matter to me, like actually. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.